Hey, how you doing? Today we're going to get one of these beauties off the shelf and we're going to do some serious work with it. Stick with me. Stanley No10. That's all you need to know. Right, so if you've got something like a number 4 or a number 5 bench plane, that's great, and they've got their job. Then you can get a rebate plane. And this is an old Stanley number 78, and it's great. It's a great bit of kit. But there's something that can't do and that can't do, and as I've aforementioned, this is a number 10. Number 10 is similar to a size to a number 5, which is a bit bigger than that, but it can rebate like that thing can. So the good thing about this is we've got a 2 1/8 cutter on there, and it means that it can do big rebates like I'm going to show you. Brilliant planes, absolutely brilliant. Once you've got one in your collection, whether you're a collector or a user, I'm mainly both, you can't do without them. Now let's just have a quick look. This is Charles Haywood's Woodworker's Pocketbook, and in here is the posh version. Look at that. It's got the little spur there. So this they've called the Carriage Makers Rebate because we're in England, so it's a rebate. If we go to Alvin Sellen's Stanley book, it's known as the Carriage Makers Rabbet. Rabbet being an American version of rebate. Sorry about the flickering, but there's number 10. 1914 it's got on there. But anyhow, this is mine. Rosewood knob handle. It's made in England, so it's not an American one. So it's post Second World War, but it's a very good plane, and let's see it in some action. With any planing job, taking the first few cuts is always a little bit touch and go. It touches here, it goes there. And what we're doing here now is just finding out how flat this piece of wood. As you can see, it's clamped down, and there's a fair bit of play on that adjuster that you just saw. So I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that the far end is moving. So I'm just going to grab another cramp and cramp that side down a bit more. So let's get some of this done in real time so that we can see exactly how this plane's working. I'm keeping the plane square to that block at the moment. That way I'll get the rebate first and then concentrate on the bedding. This is a Carriage Makers plane, so it's like a smoothing plane, but with rebating facility. So probably the best thing for this. Can you see the shavings? Look at these. It's very cool. Quite quick. They're like little scrolls. Very nearly there. Right, that one's reached that point now. This one hasn't quite reached there, so I've got a bit further to go. What it is when that, can you see? When this new line meets there, that means it's square. It's 45 degrees, it means it's right. It means that this is deep enough. I've got to keep an eye on these lines because they're a telltale of what's going on. So this is good this end, up here, which you can't really see. Not so good. Could put a bit of wax on it, but I don't know, it's not bad. I sort of don't want to put anything on there. That's very nearly there, one more. If you see it wobble like that, my bit's flat, that bit's got a bevel off from there, that bevel's down at a different angle. So they probably had some fun getting that in the top piece. A bit more to go. This end's good. I'm going to stop there. That looks pretty good as well. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Just needs a bit more there. So I'll come back up this end. Just needs a bit more there. A bit more there. That's it. Right. Sort the mitre out. So the mitre looks good. I'm not going to do that bit because I only want this bit with the new bit that's showing. I don't want to touch this at all, or that, or the surface. That's why this piece of wood is here, to protect all of that. Now if I take this off and show you what it looks like. Honestly, I wasn't looking forward to doing that, but right, there you go. So that's what it looks like. That's what came off there. This is alright. A little chip there, that won't hurt, I'll sort that out. There's a little step there, that's alright, sort that out. Sand the back, tidy that up, but essentially I've put that onto there. So, job done. Just a quick check that the panel fits in the groove in the end of the bed, and it does. So I had to plane a bit more off this middle section. It was tight here, loose on the ends, more loose I should say, more loose. It fitted on the ends, it didn't fit here, it was too tight, so it was catching just there. So I've planed some more off. You can still see a little bit of the bruise from the last time I tried it. That's great. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Great plane, isn't it? And they are good. So good to have in the collection. They're going up in price now. So maybe now if you've got one, great. Hang on to it. Look after it. If you haven't got one, get one quick before they go up even more, because that's what generally happens. If you can, I do buy me a coffee. If you support me by buying me a coffee or two, or whatever you can afford, that'd be great. And it helps support me in making these videos, which really don't pay financially to make, but it's the way forward for me. Cheers.